actually how I got the scar on my cheek, which is the only scar I've ever needed stitches for.
Some people might actually debate me whether or not this is possible. My earliest memory is actually, from what I know of, in the womb.
I was probably about one to 3, and during that age I was terrified of the vacuum cleaner.
I remember being in a car. I think it was with my parents and my little brother, and I think I was like 3 years old.
Hung out with my brother often, and he is a year and a half older than I am.
Anyway, my grandmother was sitting at her desk, and she got the phone call. My mother and sister were around her, and I remember all 3 of them breaking into tears.
And my sister is chasing me, she's like a big bad wolf or something, and I fall off this pole, and my cheek catches the fence.
But it's very distinct in the fact that I don't remember breathing. I don't remember having eyes to open or to see. Everything just black.
So my sister sat me down on the floor, and the room was like pretty much empty, and she turned it on, and like it was like glowing bright, and I was terrified.
Decided to start riding a bike probably earlier than I should have, and wasn't as experienced as I thought. And one day my brother and I decided to go to our friend Thomas's place.
I heard things. It was muffled sound, whether it was music or just people talking. I definitely heard something.
Then my dad took me outside onto the front porch and just said, your grandpa Fisher is dead.
Began speeding down the road, probably a lot faster than I should have been, because my brother was in front of me. I was trying to keep up.
And I crawled up on the bed and I cried, and then she came in, turned it off.
My mother takes me to the hospital, and I'm not crying, not putting up, no nothing, through this entire thing.
We were on our way to the hospital, and I believe it was because, I later found out it was because my grandfather was in there and then he had a heart attack and died.
Me trying to catch up, I started getting the wobbles on the bicycle, ended up hitting a mailbox and skidding across the ground on my side, face, hands, everything.
The room was like, oh, they kind of look like spiders. I proceed to freak out at this point.
Because last Thanksgiving I told her I remembered that, and she like started tearing up. She was like crying and apologized over and over. So.
And I kind of still remember being confused about it.
It was pretty crazy. The first time I ever really injured myself, I suppose.
Like, just get them off, and my mother and the doctor are trying to hold me down, and so that is my earliest memory.